Okay, so this is actually a fairly difficult level, and it does have a bit of luck component. Basically, what's going to happen is a bunch of anti-particles, mostly anti-downs and anti-neutrons are going to spawn. I should actually pause this. Spawn over here, moving towards you over here. You're stuck inside this cage. So basically, you're lined up by a firing squad. And you have to survive for 60 seconds as they all come towards you. Now, how I'm going to solve this level is, first of all, I'm going to spawn an up quark, and that will make me positive. So how that will help is, over here, we have a block negative barrier, which means only the anti... No, wait. Hang on, is that a... So only the anti-down quarks, which are positive, will pass through there. So I'm going to make myself positive by spawning an up quark, and even though the charge doesn't make too much of a difference because they're going so fast, it does help a tiny bit. And then I have to watch where each of those particles are going to be spawning, and I adjust my position inside the cage respectively just to maximize the distance between me and the anti-down quarks. And because anti-neutrons are spawning which have anti-up quarks, sometimes I can lose my up quark, which means I just have to spawn another one quite quickly. And the luck factor that comes in is basically where the particles are spawned. If you have an anti-neutron basically sitting across the entire middle of your cage, there isn't much you can do about that. You can spawn a neutron to make, a down quark to make yourself a neutron and try and use that as a buffer to protect yourself, but in my experience it doesn't help too much and is a bit unreliable, to be honest. Okay, this is nice. They all seem to be spawning in the upper half of the cage, or pointing at that way, so I should be safe on this side. Oh, except for that last one. That'll be a pain. Oh, too late. Okay. That was close. Okay. That took a few tries. Okay. So this level, I'm pretty sure you can't fail because you've got barriers blocking all the antiparticles. Basically what we have to do in this level is we have to put a positron in that circle over there. Positrons are going to keep spawning over here, moving in this direction. So pretty much how we have to do this is we have to apply a particular force pointing towards the inside of the circle, and that should hopefully curve the positron just enough and not too much that it ends up over here. Basically, as you're going to see, I'm going to spawn one down quark. Don't know why they have the wrong names. One down quark over here, and one anti-down quark over here, and two down quarks over here, and I'm just going to sit over here and pull it, because I myself will also attract the positron. One, two, one over here. So the anti-down is going to repel it back towards the center. The downs are going to pull it towards the center and towards the target area, like so. Okay, so this is just another puzzle involving charges, and there is a bit of fiddling involved. Basically, we have to put an up quark in each of these 5 holes. Now, the problem is you're a negative charge, and whenever you try and push one back in there, another one just pops out, and yeah, it's going to be hard. So basically, what I'm first going to do is spawn two positron. That should be a positron, not an anti-up. Two positrons up here, and that will have a positive charge, and that will hopefully push the up quarks back into the middle over here. Okay. Whoop. Okay. Let's start. Just another note is that you can lose particles to this death barrier over here, just not yourself, because only this barrier will block particles, and this barrier, or the positive particles anyway, but you're the only negative particle in the place anyway, and you're blocked by the green barrier. Over here, and on the bottom side, particles will get destroyed by the barrier. So just spawn one, expel it, and hopefully it stays in there, because the positron should be repelling it back down as long as you're not too close. Whoops. Just did a U-bend. This last one, you don't need to expel it, I'll just pull myself in over here. Okay. So in this level, we have to cause 5 particle-antiparticle annihilations. Now the thing is, the particles we're going to be annihilating are the positrons and the electrons, because these down quarks aren't going to go anywhere because of this block negative barrier, and these anti-downs aren't going to go anywhere because of this block positive barrier. So pretty much what I have to do is, in a nutshell, take these positrons and take them over here, push them over here, and annihilate them with the electrons. Now the problem is that these down quarks that are left behind are going to pull the positron back. So what I have to do is, that should be an up quark spawner. I'm going to spawn up quarks every time I take a positron, and that will neutralize the charge on the down quarks. And over here, I will also spawn, yes, that is an anti-up quark spawner, actually. I'll spawn those to neutralize the anti-down quark charges, which makes it slightly safer for me when I annihilate the electron. Because even though this blocks positive, it doesn't block me, so I can accidentally walk into the anti-down quarks. So first spawn an up, then expel it, and I can now take the electrons. Ooh, okay. That's a bit unsafe. Take the electron and pull it over there. Now, this is going to be awkward. Okay, let's try this. I'm going to spawn an anti-up, and hopefully not get too close to that anti-down. Now I'm going to spawn another up. Whoops. Then expel, and try it again if it doesn't work first time, and pull the positron off. If you're feeling lucky, you can do this level without spawning anti-ups, and you can try and snipe the electrons out by expelling them in its general direction. And hopefully the local charge effects would overcome your charge pulling the positron back. Like so. Ooh. Yeah, that is really close. And just do that 5 times, pretty much. One last time. Better not get annihilated. I shouldn't, because this is the last one. That quark's a bit too far away. Okay, fold it off. I can try and... Whoops. Yep, and there it goes.